What's up guys, JP here, and in this video I'm going to walk you guys through how to actually build a business plan and what I did year after year to be able to get $1 million in GCI and helping other agents now scale their businesses. So without further ado, let's jump right into my screen. I'm going to show you exactly how to plan this out with a document that if you DM me business plan on Instagram, I'll send you over this document. Let's go. All right, so let's jump right into it. This is the connection to close document that I've used for many, many years, different versions over the years, and how I've achieved $1 million in GCI, helped over 100 agents scale their real estate businesses as well. And basically just kind of the starting point of where you want to start when you initially start setting goals for your real estate business. Now, a lot of forms are online. A lot of forms have a lot of extra BS that you don't really need that kind of confuses you, which is why you probably never do this in the first place. But if you're going to simply look at this form and figure out exactly how many deals you need to get to achieve a certain goal, this is the form for you. Now, right at the top here, we have the target amount. So let's say we want to make 150 grand and we're a brand new agent and we want that number. That's our goal. We need to factor in our commission split with our brokerage. So for example, if you're with EXP, 16 grand for the year. So that means required amount would be 166 grand. And then obviously they take the 16 grand off. So that makes it 150 grand net. Now, you want to also calculate your average deal price. So you can just literally go to your MLS and figure out what the average detached home price is or average home price is. We have an HPI home price index that tells us that. But over the years, you'll kind of figure out what your average price is for the house that you sell in your market, and you want to place that right here. Then you want to put your commission rate, which is around 1.4% in BC. I know it's not that great. Toronto, it's like 3%. The States is something similar as well, but whatever, it is what it is, 12,600 per pop. Now, what you have here is a split of buyers and sellers. Actually, going back, we have to hit that goal, we need 12 deals. Now, that's very simply, if I click into it, taking the amount of commission that you want to earn, and it's dividing it by the amount of commission per deal. It actually should be, this should be C5. Boom, there you go. So it's actually 13 because we need to get 166 grand. Now, what that means is, see, all these things changed. But what that means is if we split it 50-50, that means there needs to be 7 buyers you need to work with and 6 sellers. I would stick with that. Even if you want to go like 8 buyers and 5 sellers, probably a little bit better right now just because the way the market is. And when you have listings, you have to pay for listings, like meaning you have to pay for photos, you have to pay for marketing the property. And right now is just not the time in the market to do that, especially if you're a new agent. Now, close rate around 80% will buy and around 90% will actually sell. So how many of your clients will end up in a firm contract and close on the property? That's clients that you actually sign. But if we take it back even further, how many buyers agent agreements or listing agreements do you actually need to achieve that? And then if you're at an 85% closing rate from the time that you meet the person and you actually sign them, and you're at a 65% for listings, these are just numbers that are averages. You can figure yours out over the years. Then that means you need 10 buyers appointments and 11 sellers appointments. And then we want to look a little bit further back. How many people do you need to talk to in order to actually get the buyer consultation? So every 5 people, every 5 buyers, qualified buyers that you speak to will actually land in that appointment. Again, here with sellers as well, very similar percentages to book one appointment. And then in order to book those appointments, you need 53 annual connections. So this is the total number of conversations required for you to book that. And at a contact rate of 20%, meaning you get 257 and 264 seller leads. If you get that many leads, around 500, a little bit over 500, then you should be able to achieve the annual connection. So this will make sense a little bit more once I go backwards. I'm going to go backwards on it, but just bear with me for a second. And the total number of leads required, 521. Now there's 240 working days in the year, so that's Monday to Friday. And if we divide the working days and we figure out, okay, we have 240 working days per year, and we need to talk to, or we need 521 leads per year. If we just divide those two numbers, 521 divided by 240, boom, that gets us to about 2 new leads per day. Now, let's go backwards for a second. I know that might have been a lot of numbers coming at you, but let's just reverse engineer it. If we had 240 days per year and we needed 521 new leads per year to achieve our goal of 166 grand, that means out of those 521 leads, there needs to be 257 buyer leads and 264 seller leads. Out of, let's just look at the buyers for 1 second. Out of the 257 buyer leads, about 20% of those are going to actually convert to conversations, real conversations to book your target appointments per year. Now, how many, every 5 of those will land in an actual appointment? So every 5 of the 51 will land in an actual qualified appointment, and then you'll be left with 10 appointments. And out of 85% of those should convert to an actual buyer's agreement, so a signed buyer's agreement, which gets you down to 9 people. And then 80% of those will actually close, which is your 7 deals there. The reason why this percentage is so high is because once you got them to this stage, there shouldn't really be a reason for them not to purchase unless they just don't find the house or circumstances changes. And very similar situation here. A little bit less because some of it's out of your control, because if the market is the market and it just doesn't sell, it doesn't sell. But this is basically how it's broken down. Now, here's a little bit of a bonus. If you have a sphere, you can attribute some more income, but we're not going to get into that today. Mostly just wanted to go over, like, how do we actually break these numbers down? How do we figure out how many leads we need per year in order to achieve something like that? Now, if we wanted to further break it down and figure out how much money this would cost at an average cost of, like, let's say $10. Let's go $10 times 521, so it's $10 a lead. Let's say that equals $5,200. So imagine if you could spend $5,200 and you can make 166,000, 150K net. That's on average what our clients are doing with us. So if you guys do need help getting those actual leads coming in, do DM me, hit the link below to book an appointment with the team, and we'll make sure that we're getting you the success. And apart from that, this is how you do the actual business planning of your 2025 year. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if it was clear, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video.